What is up, everybody? This is Lord Snoot, and this is, I think, episode 8, but forgive me if that's wrong. Hope everyone's doing okay. I today have been to a christening, and I am now a godfather. So, Ben and Sam, congrats. Look forward to teaching you some cool tricks. A little swig of tea there. It's a little bit late at night. And here I have everything prepared for what we are going to be looking at, which is the QED, the Quantum Entanglement Diviner. Now, if we look at that again, in here, I believe, typical, something compiler. I think it changes its description every time you look at it. But we have everything ready here, so we are going to go ahead and get crafting. So we need a computer first, nice and cheap, and then we've got 4 of these made up. This is just burnt quartz, so we can go ahead and make one of those nice and easy. And then eyes of ender, which are ender pearls and blaze powder, ender infused obsidian, ender pearls and obsidian, and a crafting table. And there we go. That is our QED, which means we are going to be getting into machinery. Now what we need to go with these, which is sort of the power source for those, ender flux crystals. So we go ahead, so we make 39 right off the bat. So that's a good start. And there we are. We can hand that in. Make 32. We can go straight into that, and we've got a division sigil from our mob farm. So there's 3 quests, or 2 quests. Falling belt. Now that's good because that protects you from any fall damage, and an item dislocator. That is great news. That's a magnet basically. So we'll turn that on. We will put our belt on. And we are no longer going to take fall damage. So let's go and get this set up. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I used the builder's wand and a chisel on some cobble just to give us a bit of a working area. So I think we'll go, where should we put it? A little bit out of the way. Something like so. And then these, like I say, are like the power source for the table. So we'll stack these up around it. Make sure there's no places for mobs to spawn. How about that? We have a QED. So the next thing it's going to want us to do is to make these transfer node upgrades, which is good stuff, because if I show you over here at our mob farm, been at AFK a little bit, and yeah, it's gone slightly crazy. So all this eventually will get pulled into the storage system downstairs. But if we can put some of the speed upgrades in here, it'll happen a lot faster. So we'll just grab this redstone because we're going to need as much of that as we can possibly get our hands on. We are going to need gold and gold nuggets. So let's go to our hobbit hole and grab that. So it looks like we're going to have to smash that up. We'll grab our gold and some nuggets, and we should be set. Let's get this. So for those of you who don't know what that item dislocator is, you are about to see it in action. Once I vein mine this little lot. That is a lot of redstone. Here we go. Bosh. Sucks it all straight in. That's groovy. Right. So, speed upgrades. in the red and yellow. There it is. Blocks of redstone, which is a 3x3. How much of these can we make? That seems like plenty. And we're going to need some more ingots and probably some more nuggets. So, over to our QED, and unfortunately this can't be automated, which is a bit of a pain, but c'est la vie. So, let's see if we can make 3 sets of these. I think it gives you 4 each. We'll see how fast this goes. So room for improvement, but it's blaze powder that's stopping us doing that. To make the eyes of Ender. So we'll actually add a load more of these Ender flux crystals. We need to make, yeah, breadth first. Well, we're going to need to make that first then. So it's speed, gold and redstone. Already forgotten. Speed. Was it that? It was. And that's going to allow us to make these, which is redstone blocks with a breadth first and a couple of speeds. Was it pseudo? One, two, three. Tell you what, memory test. You think it'd get better, but it just doesn't. What else do we need? The stack upgrade. 3 diamonds, 4 gold, a nugget, and a speed. So anyone that can remember that, go straight to the top of my class. I believe this one isn't on the QED, so we just need 3 diamonds, stack, bosh. That's good stuff. We'll claim that one. Just a chance cube, nothing special going on there. So let's go and see if we can make a difference to these, the speed of this system. So that's what we've got in it. By the way, actually, forgive me if I've already shown you this. We have ender pearls. All I did was the ender lily seeds in here, through the gem cast, ender pearls, which we needed to make all that over there. So here we go. So stack upgrade and a load of speed upgrades. Let's see what happens. Yeah, much happier with that. 60. Why is it frozen? Is it stuck? Glowstone. Have we got nowhere for glowstone? We haven't. So what I will do is grab the key. Unlock that. The glowstone should go in. Yeah. Lock it again. Put that key back. And now we'll go and check it out. Don't tell me it's got stuck on the right, back down for the sugar. And I'm probably going to need to expand this by the looks of it, because we are rapidly running out of space. So I'll probably just sort that off camera. Glass bottles. Don't tell me. Right. That's better. Right, so we'll go and grab a couple of drawers, put a couple of expansions in for that, and then we will look at what is coming up next. I do have some drawers, I think. There we are. And I also made a little shortcut in down here. Now then, we have to keep it connected. What I can do, if I put one there, and I put those glass bottles in it, and we'll lock that. I believe I can now add those in. Keep that on there for now because we're going to need that in the future. So these I've left unlocked. They should fill with any of this stuff that isn't allocated as spot, and the glass bottles are hidden in there. I'll probably change that to a slave. Actually, we'll have a look at that and see what that includes. So I'll probably do that. If I change that to a slave one in there, in behind there, it connects these ones, and then we can put the glass bottles in there. I'll do that later. So, quest book. We are now rapidly moving through, so it wants us to make an angel block, a couple of feathers, a gold and an obsidian. We've probably got one gold. Where's our feathers? Can anyone see feathers? I cannot, which probably means we haven't got any chickens killed, which surprised me because you can get chicken zombies in the mob farm. Anywho, one feather. What's this? Chicken essence, chicken seeds. Okay, so we can't quite do that. We will bear that in mind. Which probably means we're going to be looking at getting close to... Yeah, this is what we start doing on the QED. So this is going to get us into machinery, into Ender.io, which is a brilliant mod. This will allow us to start making alloys, and we'll get flight eventually. And I believe this section unlocks this section, which is when you start getting some more machinery. And we start making a big dent in progression. So what do we take for a machine chassis? Iron bars. There we go, QED recipes. Iron bars, steel, a basic capacitor. So it's red alloy ingot, copper and gold galore, and steel. What are we like? No red alloy ingot, but we do have redstone. We do have a little bit of copper now. Have we got any? Yeah. We're going to have to cook that up. We're going to get that. We're going to cook that up. We're going to need all of that. Copper, 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 copper. Right, let's get cooking. Ready, steady, cook, as Ainsley Harriott once said. There's a little TV reference for anyone outside of the UK. Who is Ainsley Harriott? You don't want to know. You really don't want to know. We're going to need iron as well, aren't we, to make that red alloy ingot. Let's grab a load of iron. And by a load, I mean not much. So yeah, I had a good day today at the christening. Lots of family, friends. Got the service done. Saw the boys get their heads soaked, and then we had a bit of a party. And there were a couple of hours of drive away from this house, so we drove back. Put our little girl to bed because she was cream crackered, although she was rocking out to Freebird and some Metallica stuff on the way home, so I was very proud. Got her to bed, sat down with a cup of tea and thought, why not put an episode on? I did promise Ben and Sam that I'd do it for them. So this one's for you, boys. We'll swap that back for get you back where you belong. Fall down there. You want to sit on there. You want the gold in there. In fact, like so. That's a factors of 9, so that will cast out into blocks nicely. Need to smash that up. Now we can make these capacitors automatically in the future, but we need to do a few by hand to get us down that path. How's our obsidian? 2048 obsidian, that's nice. Full stack of coal, that's cooking up. Right, let's go and get these red alloy ingots on the go. That's going to let us do... Well, if I wasn't an idiot, that would have been 32 with a couple of button clicks. So we're going to need some more iron. It's probably going to take all our iron. Let's see if we've got any more iron ore. Now, I don't think I've been grabbing this while I've been in the nether, so I'll probably have to do that. We can't have used all that iron, surely. How are we for steel as well? Plenty of steel, that's good news. Oops. A little derpy click there. Lots of cooking to do. There comes our gold. We've got to wait on our copper, and then I believe the first... So if I put capacitor into NEI, let's have a look. Yeah, this is how we can automate later. So it's going to be bedrock, so we're going to have to get probably... We'll either right down to ground, in fact we haven't got a ground leveler, so that'll be on top of the nether roof with a basic capacitor bank and some capacitor seeds, which we're going to have to see. This is where we have to make the capacitors anyway. So that's what we'll be looking at come the future, but right now this is our recipe. So 4 gold and 2 red alloy, 2 gold and 4 red alloy, so 6 gold, 6 red alloy each, plus a copper. And it looks like we are going to need a fuel source in there. Now, have we got any sulfur? We have. I believe we can put sulfur in. We can. Let's grab some more for that one. When you run out, how are we with our copper? Because I want to get a few of these made up. Still not on the copper. It's still in there. Right, what we'll do, we'll do it that way around. So when that finishes, copper's going to come out. There we go. The good thing is, all the while, mobs are spawning and getting killed in there and filling our system up. Which makes me very happy. That copper looks to be taking a long time, so we might be able to cheat the system here. In you go. By cheat the system, I just mean use up all this garbage stuff. So we'll cook that up in that one. That should save us time. There's our 32. So we can start laying this out. If I'm not mistaken, it was gold and gold. We need to bear in mind we need to save some of this stuff. So I think we're going to be going to the Nether and hunting out some iron by the looks of it. Yeah, I want 4 of those, I think. 32, 6 into 32 is 5, with a couple left over. That should be that. Gather that back up and we'll run over to our QED. Or jump over, and then it was that in the middle. Surrounded by gold, I believe. And with this in the corners. Bingo. So can you believe it's going to be iron that's stopping us? So that was a German spelling. Not worried about that. Iron, bars, steel and capacitors. Now then, how many machine chassis do we want? We want an alloy smelter, we want a sag mill. That's for definite. Let's have a look at the book. See if we can work out how many machines we're going to be wanting to make. So that's going to take one, that's going to take one. Do these need them? No, but they need lots of capacitors. What's that? That's the slice and splice. That's going to need one. What are the uses for that? Doesn't tell us. Definitely going to need it though, although it did have solarium with it, which we don't have. So let's just make a couple. And that'll give us a nice reward bag. So they go in the middle. Was it that way round? It was. Very kind of you, and that should be the next quest. It is. Now then, the sag mill, a couple of pistons, iron. I've only got enough of that left for a couple of pistons, so that was lucky. Flint, and then we're actually out of iron, are we? One. That's going to be just enough. Wow. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go on an iron hunt. We can use up all that stuff. So a couple of, well, sag mill. Couple of pistons. And one more iron. One more iron. Now then, has our mob farm got any iron in it? Let's have a little look. Iron, 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 iron. There it is. 74. Gold 56, diamond 6, emerald 6. Tell you what, it is worth it. All that faffing around to make that is going to pay dividends, I am sure. 3 obsidian. I tell you, I'm going to have to do a memory improvement course or something, because somehow this Kappa mode just knacks your memory. Machine chassis goes there. misclicking all the time. Iron in the middle. There's our sag mill, and then we can wrap up with the alloy smelter. Or not. Yeah, we just don't have enough iron for that at the moment. So my next hour or so is going to be running around the nether, collecting iron, nether iron ore, getting that smelting. So for the time being, that can go in there. That can go in there. Go there. We will dump this, open that loot bag. Claim the... Why doesn't it give me the sag mill? You all saw me craft that, didn't you? Oh, there we go. So we'll cash them in, and then we will call it another episode for the day. Good reward bag. Diamond apples. Yum yum yum. Basic. Aha! This is what I've been hoping for. Now I don't know if you remember earlier on in the series I mentioned we might get this. And this bad boy here, washing machine, and this repairs your armour, this repairs your weapons, and all we need to add is this little stuff here which we've been getting in loot bags. So that is perfect. I've got room in there for those diamond apples. I haven't. Excuse me. What don't we want to keep? Or do we just keep them in here? Yeah, we are running out of room again, and this is what I'm hoping to gather, because that, the Blacker Lotus, is going to set us up in the Botania area, fill in the mana pools, because the flowers had been nerfed something chronic. So yeah, we're going to want those Blacker Lotuses. That's going to let us make Terra Steel, and that's going to get us shooting up through here. Lots to do, people, lots to do. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys. Let's have a think. Well, very soon. Let me put it that way. See you later. Thank you.